Yeah, this is a very fascinating project because I didn't plan to make this film. I had another film in my calendar that got shifted because of actors availability. And I've been sitting at home for 2 years during the pandemic, and I was so sick of just, feeling so restless. So I needed to make a film, and I wanted to make a film about young people. And I was just thinking, you know, about one of the most classic films that I love, which is Francois Truffaut's Jules and Jim. And in it, there were like, two men and a girl, and that was what I did. Before I even had a script, I phoned the actors and I phoned Dongyu first. I said, like, I'm gonna make a film. Do you want to make it? And then I said, yeah. Are you free? And then she said she's free, but do you have a script? No, I do not have a script. And I got Hao Ran, and then we had the other actor, Zhu Xiao. So it was quite a. I was trying to break the mold of how I worked in the past, because I was actually doing a series of press junkets in China, and everyone was telling me how precise my mise en scène is, how precise my scripts are, and what is it like if Anthony Chen frees himself more? And it just kept stirring in my head. And so, yeah, at the end of July in 2021, I decided I wanted to make a film. I got actors and I didn't have the script. We shot on the 1st of December. The script was completed 10 days before we started filming. It's quite a crazy project, which is why I think the film had a real sense of freedom as well.
其实对于浩然来说，
So with Haoran, we know each other from other events in China. We attended other events as well. So and we also worked together before. And with Chu, it's actually the first time.
就是合作。
My character's name is Nana. She is actually a regular, normal girl living her day-to-day life, and but I think her inner struggles and inner emotions are particularly interesting to pay attention to.
因为其实
I think we're doing a very challenging and abnormal thing because Yanji is actually one of the coldest areas in China. So during that particular shooting environment, it's really difficult for the camera to stay on for a long time, and also for all of us, it was a challenge and was a very new experience to all of us.
For my first film, Ilo Ilo, the outsider was a Filipino helper in Singapore. The second film was a Malaysian teacher that was struggling with fitting into the Singapore system and society. And then I made my first English language film earlier, which was in Sundance, called Drift, which was about African refugee who landed on the shores of Greece. And this one, you have got literally 3 young people from different parts of China who all sort of ended up on a border city, and they're all searching for a sense of identity, a sense of self-worth. I have a feeling it's also because of my background. I grew up in Singapore. I lived in the UK for many years, for 17 years. I think I'm constantly the outsider looking for a sense of home, a sense of identity, a sense of like who I am, how do I exist. And it's odd that I don't think it's odd, but like now looking at all my work, eventually I keep coming back to this recurring motive. And I think that's the only way I could make this film, because I didn't grow up in China. If you were to ask me to make a film where it's a very, very deep, sort of thorough social realist observation of young people, working young people in China, I think it's really tough, which is why I can only use the lens of an outsider. I can only film what I know and what I see.